Hey, what's going on, guys? John Hudson here with Travel and Thrift, and I'm always asked, John, how do you fix up suede shoes? Suede is one of those materials that does not clean up easily. Once it's usually stained, it's very difficult to get those stains out. So I've learned a trick over the years, and I want to show y'all that trick, and hopefully you can fix up some of your suede shoes and not pass up suede shoes when you see them in terrible conditions at the thrifts.
So this is the before and after of this Church's custom gray shoe. Church's is a UK brand that sells very well on eBay in the resale market. This is the before, as you can tell, and this is the after. The before, as you can see, look just like that shoe over there as well. Very faded, very beat up condition. Just an overall like very well worn shoe. The person that put protective soles on it, but they didn't take care of the uppers, as you can see. This is the after I did my restoration project on these shoes. As you can see, this looks a lot better. This is actually only one coat, so I didn't do two coats on this. I'm thinking about, we'll definitely most likely go back over here with another coat, just to kind of give it a very refined look. So here's the stuff that I use. This is called Meltonian New Life Color Spray Mahogany. It's made for suede. It's just like a suede refinisher. I believe this brand is no longer around, so you might just have to. They might still have some on Amazon or eBay or wherever you want to look to buy them. I know a lot of cobbler stores or shoe repair shops, they carry them, so you may want to go there as well. I also use a brush, a hard bristle brush, and the reason why you want to do this is because sometimes with suede shoes they get really matted. So what this brush does is just kind of loosens up the fibers and allows it where it can hold the paint as it is applied to it. So these are basically the only two things that I use. As you can see, my hands well worn. I didn't use gloves. If some of you may want to throw some gloves on in there just to keep the paint from getting on your hand, I just don't like working with gloves. It gets in my way. And let me now show you what I did. Try to do this with one hand so I can hold and do it. But basically what you do with this brush, you just go over the entire shoe, cleaning it up. So you basically get, this is process right here, you're getting the dirt particles out of the shoe, and you're also just loosening the fibers so they can stick up and absorb the spray paint as it applied to the shoe. So you do that over the entire shoe. I've already done this one. I'm just kind of going over the process so you can see. Like I said, it's very hard to do this with one hand, but there we are. So we do that, and then just like with any spray paint project, you shake the can up really good, shake it up, and then you take it, make sure of course you're aiming it down to the shoe, and what you're doing here is even coats all over. You don't want to stay in one spot and get it blotchy, and as you can see, it's already starting to change into its new form. So boom, boom, turn it to the side, boom. And this stuff right here, some people sometimes I'll put painter's tape over here just to make sure it doesn't mess up here, but that stuff I'm gonna actually clean it up with some a leather polisher just to kind of get it back into its normal brown color. And then of course, like I said, flip it on this side and do the same here. Boom, boom, boom. In the back. Actually, I'll prop it up here so it'll make it easier. Boom, boom, boom. Like I said, I'm not worried about getting it on here because I'm going to clean that up anyway. And then just kind of look over, make sure the sides again. Then we'll come back over here, make sure the camera's on it so you can see that. And the front side. And then since I only did one coat in there and I already got it out, I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to do another coat on this shoe right here. And then basically after I do that, I'll just let it dry. And sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling, I'll come back over and I'll try to wipe this up so I don't have to terrible cleanup projects to get that off, just in case it kind of sticks or whatever. And depending on the shoe, right here, it's kind of fine because I'm gonna just clean that up really good. But as you can see, the shoe looks much better than it did before. And whoops, just dropped the camera. So it looks much better than it did before. And it's just really the shoe, just bringing the shoe back to life. So giving it one last dance or one more dance, or let somebody else bring it and rock it again, and keeping the shoes out of the dumps and places like that, because those shoes are definitely going to the dump. If I didn't save it, I'm sure nobody else would have. Tooted my own horn here. But overall, like I said, it's still a nice shoe, still a solid, well built shoe. It has a protective sole on it, even though that protective sole was a leather one that's worn very well, but it still has a lot of life left to it. What sometimes I would suggest doing is like right here under the tongue, taking these laces out and kind of getting the tongue really good here, because it's not really seen. I'm not really, you know, bent up over that. I might touch up just a little bit over there, but overall, like I said, it's looks really good. I think it'll have some more life left into it.
And that is it, guys. So I'm always asked this question as well. So because people know that I sell stuff on eBay, they always want to know, like, do you disclose that? Like, what is the process for that? Anytime you make an alteration or a change of the color, especially, you let the buyer know. And what I usually do is in the listing title, I'll write the word altered, A-L-T-E-R-E-D, in capital letters. What that does is just let the buyer know that it's been changed. So if they're looking for that specific shoe, like I said, some of our buyers are very educated, so they know the style names, they know the brand, they know what colors this designer is used to making. So if they see a brown shoe and they're like, wait, he doesn't make brown in that shoe, they're gonna call a red flag, or they're gonna think it's fake. Say it's altered, and then even in the description, say altered, the shoe was a little faded, I made it brown or more richer brown or whatever. Most buyers are okay. If it looks good, they don't mind. Like, they don't mind the process. Some want to know and some don't care. I've been very transparent in the past when I've altered shoes. I've altered a pair of Salvatore Ferragamos. You might see the video here on my Instagram page. The buyer loved the shoe, left great feedback. I made a really nice profit on those shoes that I picked up from the bin that were basically trash. So like I said, always let the buyer know. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. That's where I do a lot of tutorials and talking and engagement and stuff like that. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me there. It's at Travel and Thrift. Again, thank you for watching. Subscribe here too. I'm going to be doing my best to try to drop more videos like this to teach you guys how to restore shoes so you can be a shoe saver, a shoe savior, a shoe-dini. Thank you so much.